Fill her up.
You're listening to the Gas Digital Network. On the gate.
When I was, we'll talk about it on here. Welcome to On the Gate podcast. Is my mic on?
Yeah, we
I
rocking.
don't know how to do this shit.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
It's your headphones.
Check.
It's your headphones.
Yo, welcome to On the Gate podcast.
This is what happens.
Drescher,
You take a week
Geo
off.
Perez.
You take 1 week off, get sick, and forget how to podcast, bro. Come on. We've been doing this for 3 years now.
Yeah, I know. I was just telling what is the actual anniversary date of the podcast?
I don't know. Jorge, didn't we figure that out with the first date of our first episode?
It's in the summer,
It's
right?
in September.
Nah, it was in the winter.
Nobody's ready, yo. Even Jorge didn't know where his mic was, yo. That's wild, yo.
That's how we do things here.
real talk.
That's how we do.
Yo, the whole studio right now is dead because they're all in Jamaica right now.
Except for
Louis,
Jorge.
except for Jorge.
I love how our producer was banned and arrested from being able to go to Jamaica.
They're sending a
He's
message.
the only
right
one
now.
here.
Yo.
He's the only one here.
Low key, that kind of fits y'all brand, though. That's what's up.
Jorge, let's take the TVs, let's take the bidets, let's take the computer, bro.
I already
how
took the
funny
bidet
would
from
it
the other
be?
TV, from the other bathroom.
How funny would it be? Somebody took the bidet
bro,
from the other
I
bathroom?
already
Yeah, I
grabbed
just
up-
moved apartments. I needed a new bidet, bro.
I grabbed 3 Slim Jims.
Real shit.
How
got
funny
a
would it
bottle of
be
vodka.
if Ralph and Lewis came back and the studio was stripped bare? How funny would it be? How funny would it be if we set up a podcast studio in Tompkins Square Park for the homeless?
No, we record. No, what we do is we record, have Jorge record us with like a little GoPro of us leaving here with everything.
Bro.
So we just call up a couple comics, we snatch
Oh,
everything
we
out.
could get this out of
Yo,
here.
Chill.
We could get this fucking thing right the fuck out of here.
We just take the table.
Bro, listen, I don't know how much longer I got left on this earth. Let's just fucking go bananas. We will make if we set up a podcast studio in Tompkins Square Park and we start interviewing homeless people, we will be on the front page of the New York Times tomorrow.
Or at least all
Or
over.
arrested.
Or at
One
least
of the-
over the. if not on the newspaper, at least on the Gas Digital Facebook page.
Yeah.
We'd be talked about because
Yeah.
if we just take and on the live feed right now,
bad.
you're hitting this one. Yeah. If you just have on the live feed us actively, you know how many texts and messages Lewis is gonna get when he gets back from the beach?
Good.
Where they're like, "Yo, those fucking criminals are
Yeah.
being criminals right now."
Hell yeah.
and they're
Yeah.
emptying out the studio. Dude, we'd ruin his whole vacation.
Because everything about your plan, you can just do that legally. Like, you can just interview all those people now.
Nah, I want to.
You need it to be their shit.
I want to use this equipment. I
Somewhere
want to
else.
use this
There's like-
equipment. I want fucking Jorge standing on a bench with a boom mic. I want all that shit.
I got a Zoom recorder. Like, I got you,
Nah,
my
but
G.
bro, how?
And then the first episode should be called "You Should Have Took Jorge to Jamaica."
Yes. Yeah.
Now you selling me on it. I like that. You got a story you telling that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Why'd you leave out the spick? Huh?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Now
Do
Jorge
fucking-
refused to go because he says Jamaican is an island full of black people, and he's a racist.
Well,
Mexican.
Gastor, there's gonna be 2 of us who don't have a career now.
Yeah, it's over, B. It's my pod now. I don't know if y'all know, B. Real shit. Take over.
He's gonna
and
take
we
over.
gotta-
He's
we
gonna be
gotta-
the co-host and then fire me, and then just make it his podcast.
He's problematic, y'all. I don't know what we're going to do with this guy.
We got to properly introduce Gastor.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this guy, I wrote everything down, but the intro.
Anytime you write stuff and try to flow, you fuck it up.
Yeah, I shouldn't.
You
I
shouldn't.
should have just said, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time on Gas Digital, make some noise for Gastor Almonte.
Appreciate you.
Hilarious comedian.
Hilarious
Come on.
comedian,
And
Dominican,
great,
de lo
great
mio.
stories.
Amen,
Storyteller.
Yeah. Usually we're in Studio C, we have a big Dominican flag in the background.
Yeah?
Yeah, half Puerto Rican too, but you know.
Hell yeah.
So
You still gotta rep the
Gastor
peoples.
You gotta
was one of
compromise.
the last good comedians to get stuff on Comedy Central. It was like the last good sets. Then the stuff.
I'll take it.
yeah.
Real talk, man. I ain't fire that shot. He shot it.
Yeah,
But,
that's me. That's
I'm still going to
completely-
stand behind that. Like, oh,
I'm
yeah, you
over
right.
I'm over the bow, but it was Brooklyn Batman, and you had another one too. What was
Yeah.
that? What was the other one called?
I don't know. I've thankfully done a few things on TV, so they like blend in at this point. You know what I mean?
But check out, definitely look up Gastor's This Is Not Happening. They're fucking hilarious.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Real
good
shit.
stuff.
so
Appreciate it.
fucking funny.
Yeah, I remember the first time I read about you was like it was like a news article while I was still living in Alabama.
Okay.
But I had started comedy, so I'm like, trying to find out everything about the environment. And you popped up and I saw the Dominican flag and I was like, oh, I'm locked in.
Yeah.
And I followed you on Instagram before I even moved out here.
Oh, right
But
on.
it took a minute because New York was so big. It took a minute for me to bump into you. I think I didn't
Yeah.
bump into you until like after the pandemic at the stand.
I remember I bumped into you once, did not remember your name the first time. And then the second time, I will never forget it because you did me a favor. I don't know if you remember this.
The
What'd you do?
parking.
The parking.
Yeah.
I had a spot that was like right at that moment.
He lied to your wife for you, as
Real
the
talk,
Dominicans
man.
would do.
Real love, baby. Real love.
Because
Yo, tell her I'm at the club.
he brought his side chick, right? And then his girlfriend showed up, so I had to pretend like the girl was mine.
Yeah,
Real talk, man.
And I've
It's
done
problems.
that. I did that favor for my uncle plenty of times.
You gave him up a parking spot.
And yeah, I gave him my yeah.
beautiful.
Because I was in the
Respect.
car, I saw him, and he asked me if I was moving, and then I knew he had a spot, so I was just like, he didn't know me at the time, but
Yeah.
I knew he was on the show.
Yeah.
So I was just like, oh, I'll give it to him.
Yeah.
Real spit. It was love. Because he could have like just bounced on his own shit, but he's like, nah, hold up, I got you.
But that would have been funny if I would have been like, nah, I got a spot, and then you walk in there and just see that I'm there hanging out till like 9 o'clock.
Yeah,
sorry, bro.
Yo, it's every man for himself.
Nah, you
out
just
here.
see me on
Yeah.
stage doing your spot.
Real shit.
Be like, yo, Joe, Gastor's not gonna make it. He told me to take his spot.
On
He's
that-
outside. He's in his car. He can't leave, but he's here.
We were talking before the show about some reasons why to slap the shit out of somebody. That is on my list. Real talk. You cost me money? Word? Okay.
And you took it from me.
Real talk. Yeah.
You get my spot pay. I'm doing your set.
Real
therefore I'm
talk.
doing your This Is Happening.
Yo, real shit. I once had a kid. I went to a show, and before the show started, there was an open mic happening, and I saw a kid do my set and then sign off with my name.
Are you fucking serious?
Dead ass. He did like my like a 10-minute
Spanish
set
kid?
of my beige-ish. I don't
Yeah.
know, like in my skin tone, but I know what he was. I've never
Right.
seen him before. Does my whole shit, and then he says Gastor Almonte and gets off. So I was like, what the fuck is that? I thought I was like seeing my identity get robbed in front of me.
Yeah.
And like he gets off, I told him like, yo, what the fuck was that? And he's like, yo, I'm a big fan. I'm like, clearly. But like, you know what I mean? Like, what's happening here?
Oh, he was doing karaoke.
And straight up, he was like, he's like, I just started doing stand-up and I thought that's how it worked. Like,
No.
you try other people's stuff.
you know what it was? If you would have went on stage, you would have seen a screen with your words, with your
Yeah.
set coming up, with the notes,
Yeah.
with the timing.
Yo, that shit blew my mind.
I
son.
went to a show, a beauty bar, one time back in the day.
Oh, dude, I used to do. I had an open mic at
And-
beauty bar.
And bro, someone was doing DL Hughley word for word. And then I remember watching Miss Maisel and her husband was doing another. He'd go to the mics and he was saying shit he heard on records already
Yeah.
and stuff like that. It's fucking.
was
I never. And the thing, I knew comedy, so I'm here. I'm like, oh, bro, this is DL Hughley, and I'm just like, look, and people are laughing. Obviously, they're
It's good jokes.
Good jokes, yeah. And I was just like, nobody fucking knows.
That's
crazy.
I won.
This person was
open mic.
was a friend with one of my friends who was like a big comic.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was
That's wild work.
I was like, this.
Dude, because I was on a competition with a guy, and he killed harder than everybody on the show. But I took first and he took second because he just stole all Bernie Mac's jokes. And this is in the South at a comedy club like run by a guy who's been there for like 36 years.
Right.
Who
Probably
knows
Bernie
comedy,
Mac, yeah.
who knew Bernie Mac. That's where Steve Harvey got started.
And he didn't say
Stardom.
nothing?
Yeah, he didn't. He still gave him second place. I don't know why they placed him. They shouldn't even place. Matter of fact, he actually got third place. But he killed harder than me and the girl who.
Well,
got
yeah,
second.
he's doing Bernie Mac.
How it goes. Yeah, that's
And his
wild.
cadence.
I mean, the only way Bernie Mac ain't gonna work is if I do it.
That'd be
You
kind
know,
of
a
dope.
white
though.
guy.
What was
doing
that comedy movie with Chris Rock where he turned into a rich white guy?
Which
And
one
then he
was that?
started doing stand up. It was like fell from heaven or sent something from heaven. You never seen that Chris Rock movie?
Oh yeah,
admittedly,
yeah. I know what you're talking. Wait,
He was a white guy. Like he got he died and came back
as a black guy.
as a white guy, as
as
a
a white
rich,
guy.
fat, old white guy. And he decided to do stand up doing his bits. So
Yo.
you hear Chris Rock's voice saying the N-word and all this stuff. But when they show the guy, it cuts to him looking like the white guy.
That's fire.
oh, I gotta watch that.
Yeah.
I gotta watch that.
It's called Down to Earth.
Down
Down to earth. There we go. Down to earth. I thought it was felt to earth.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, Chris Rock dies and gets reincarnated as a rich white guy.
Rock
Fuck in the
on.
eye. Fuck it in the eye.
Dude, he's got some good comedy classics. Head of the State, when he almost became he became president.
Yeah. How you gonna fight robbery if you ain't never been robbed? I'll never forget that.
Security.
Yeah.
Security.
How you gonna know how to control the drugs if you ain't never
Yeah,
smoked
that
the
president
ganja?
movie too.
Yeah, that's the one. Head of the state.
CB4,
Head of
yeah.
state. Oh no, that was CB4, the rapper one. CB4
Yeah,
was the rapper
CB4 is one of my all-time
Yeah.
favorites. That movie is fucking hilarious. Yeah.
one. Gastor.
I wasn't a fan of the movie stuff he was doing as much as the stand-up until Top 5. Top 5 I loved.
That was the one with the comics, right? Wasn't that with Adam Sandler? Or
He had a Rosario Dawson as like the interviewer, maybe love interest.
Right.
A lot of the comics kind of like were given their top 5 hip hop joints, but it was the one that felt like the most organic. Like he was being him.
Yeah.
I saw that one time on bootleg when it came out. I haven't watched it since. That's something I might want to rewatch
Real talk.
because when I watched it, I hadn't even started doing comedy yet.
Low key, he says something in it that I still try to like hold true as a stand-up. Like Rosario talks about like how she's like a photographer, interviewer, and all this other stuff, and he's like, "Oh, so you just want to be pretty good at a lot of things instead of great at one."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yo, that's kind of hard." And like, I feel like as stand-ups, you kind of strain on occasion with shit like that. It's nice to hear it from one of the goats. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm pulled in so many motherfucking directions, man.
What do you mean?
I got 2 jobs, comedy at night, fucking,
Comedy's another job.
bro.
So that's 3
yeah.
jobs.
To be honest,
I zone out. It's like the monkey.
well, that's good to know. Thank you.
go.
My friends don't pay attention when I'm speaking to them.
Low key, I
Only
thought you
with
was
that.
like
Only with
asexual
that.
at this point.
Really?
I thought the other end. I thought you didn't. Not that you couldn't bag chicks, that you just weren't interested.
Well,
His
you're
libido-
right. You're right about that at
Real
one
shit.
point. Yeah.
Wait, he's only 40, Gus.
43.
But it's not even about age. It's just I just think he like blocked that thing out. Like I'm focused on other shit. So
Yeah.
it just wasn't a thing.
Yeah, Gastor. I used to see Gastor. We multiple times a week.
Yeah.
And I was just pretty locked into what I was doing.
Yeah,
at the
I thought
time.
you was in the zone. Like,
Yeah.
yo, this is what I'm locked in.
Well, you even knew when we were all used to go out. You,
Yeah,
Leo,
yeah.
Adam, everybody was always. You guys, one of you was, or all 3 were always chasing some broad around. Not me.
Yeah.
I know you
I
guys
slowed
used to
down,
call
though.
me gay.
I did slow down.
You used to call me gay.
Yeah, thank God for Kate.
There you go.
Nah, because I knew you was getting girls.
Well, I used
before
to have
that.
sex with my clients.
Yeah, you got to stop telling people.
My my fitness,
Especially your girl.
my fitness.
Yeah, while I'm at work, you don't worry about
Well,
nothing. I stopped having
busy
sex.
men who are not in a relationship have sex with who they're close to.
Okay.
And you're next.
No, my thing is, I'm not your client, bitch. I'm your coworker.
About to be.
Only I
damn.
fuck my coworkers.
Oh, worried about you now.
Yeah.
Jorge's been ran through, bro. Nobody wants him. Nobody wants that motherfucker.
But yeah, no. If I was to become single again, I would definitely lock the fuck in.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be worried about no relationship.
Dude,
But-
I think I've become immune to being single. That when I get close to something becoming serious,
You destroy it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I
Self-sabotage.
get that self-sabotage shit, and then like I realized like the last times I was gonna stay over a girl's house, it was almost impossible for me to sleep, right? So like last night when I was like sleeping, I realized I'm like I got 5 pillows on my bed. I'm sleeping diagonally. I toss and turn. I get up a lot, and I'm like every relationship that I was with, where it got to the point where we were staying and spending the night together.
Yeah.
I would get what the fuck is, come on, go to bed. Like that type of shit. And then also living with somebody, girls always want to talk to you. And I have like, I have a certain threshold of how much I can socialize with people, right? I'm very
Right.
introverted. So like a girl be talking to me sometimes and telling me everything, and I'm thinking about something completely else. And I find it hard to connect with them, and that starts another problem.
Well, yeah, I've learned the older I've gotten, it's become a trick to where you could sift through all the nonsense they're saying and get the stuff that like that's what you'll retort with.
No.
Like, you
I'm
know what
saying
I mean?
it's
Like
me. I'm the problem.
Oh, for
Where
sure.
mentally, like, I don't like, and
mean,
even like just my brain. At
I'm
this
not trying to
point-
play devil's advocate. You're not completely the problem because you don't want to be verbally assaulted.
I feel like you could just say that. Like, yo,
Yeah,
I
but-
need some like quiet time once a day for this much time.
The girls we get, that's you're asking for domestic dispute.
Yeah.
That's domestic dispute.
Real
How
shit.
dare you? Blah, 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 blah.
Because my thing at first, like, when every
Gio
relationship
goes out with some
starts,
trashy broads.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
it's-
mean, because I know those are the ones that have put up with my dumb shit. It's not like I hate those people. I said this before. I hate guys that be like, oh, I only like toxic girls. That's my thing. I'm like, no, you can only get toxic girls.
Right.
Be real about it, right? That's why I get along with toxic girls, because I know they have their issues, and sometimes their craziness puts my craziness in check.
Okay.
Also, it'll make you be like, I'm crazy, but not that crazy.
Yeah.
Which is also very unhealthy.
Yeah.
It's just like I remember
Of course not.
when we used to
Because I put up with a lot of shit at first, and then it gets to the point where I'm like, this pussy is not worth it anymore. And then it just becomes toxic arguments.
Yeah.
And then the girl never wants to be the one getting left. So they play, especially a toxic girl, so they play the whole thing where they're running back to you, I miss you, this shit, because they want to be the one to leave you.
Yeah.
You know, I came on this podcast because I fuck with y'all.
And you just realizing we're retarded.
I'm like, y'all are my homies. I'm sincere. I love doing jokes with y'all. But like, I really think God sent me here, like to hear y'all. Y'all like, y'all needed like an adult, like to come in and say, yo, y'all could do better. You know what I mean?
Bro,
I was telling Derek that.
Real
I was like,
shit.
yo, every time I talk to Gastor, he's one of the people where I'm like, I kind of filter what I say because
he's like, I behave.
I behave with Gastor because the type of respect like you kind of come in. I'm like, I feel like I'd be disappointed. Like I don't want him to be disappointed in me.
I want more for y'all. Real shit, B. Like you like your partner, you can find someone that genuinely like gets that what you need. Like, yo, I need some peace for an hour a day. I want to be here for you fully, but I can't do that 24/7.
Right.
I need time to recharge the battery. You know what I mean? I think you can find someone like that.
So
real shit.
It's gonna take me a bit, but I feel like eventually it'll happen. But that not knowing that that's my problem, I stopped rushing into shit, especially because I'm only around comics.
To his point, I would stop phrasing it as a problem.
Yeah.
Start saying that this is like how I function optimally. Yeah. It's not a problem. It's your process.
Yeah.
It's
just
beautiful.
Be like, yo, I need
Yo,
some
bitch,
quiet
respect
time.
my process. I got a process here. You fucking it up, babe.
Yeah, but then you'll get that girl who's like, fuck your process and fuck you.
What I tell you about calling me a bitch?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm sorry, babe. It's
It's doable,
But the
baby.
thing with me is I adult a lot. I adult a lot.
Yeah.
I shoulder a lot of shit. I'm not trying to like make myself like a martyr, some great crusader, or anything like that. But given from
up. Yeah.
given from where I come from, like things I take pride in is like my living space being clean, food in the refrigerator, rent paid on time or early, one or the other, like all the bills paid, paying my taxes on time, juggling a couple jobs and other stuff. But I have these moments, like last night I was telling you before the podcast, where I will just explode into an angry tirade,
Right.
and say things that I probably do mean,
Right.
but just didn't. It's not what you say; it's how you say it,
Yeah.
and all that stuff. And a lot of it is, I believe, on who. Because I'm just an older guy. I'm low energy. I don't like. I'm not like. I don't want to be like. I'm not like a rah type person. If I get around that stuff, it aggravates me quickly. But I know that. So why would I continue to put myself in it? You know, it's just. You know,
you don't get extra credit living life on like hard. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like,
right, yeah. Playing.
Yeah.
I should play. If I could play on recruiting regular, I should play on recruiting regular.
Real shit. Yeah. Make it simple for you, Jew.
What's the next one?
Chris
Special
Rock,
Forces?
Chris Rock had that bitch. Speaking of Chris Rock, he goes like, "You banging during breakfast? Like you gangster all the time?
Yeah, waking
banging
up
during bacon?
Yeah, waking up mad. I remember that one.
Yeah."
But yeah, I'm glad I'm back. I was fucking. I have my health. I've just been sick a bunch since the start of the new year. It's like three or four times.
Dude, everybody's been sick.
I have some doctor's appointments coming up. When I was talking about the 2 lumps at the end of the podcast with Figs, I wasn't completely lying. So they saw one in my stomach and they saw one on my liver. Now, I've never had any issues with the Veterans Administration, the VA hospital, right?
Did they test it?
So listen.
Did they test it though?
No, listen. This is what
Did it
happened.
come back as Les first testicles?
Les first.
Oh.
I have both of Lev's balls inside my body.
Shouts to love. Yo.
Shouts to Lev.
So
Lev is my favorite person to hate.
So
I love Lev and hate him at the same time.
Yeah, fucking don't love him. He doesn't need your love. Fucking
Is he still doing the bike?
no.
Nah, I remember he bought like a bike or some shit. He had like a.
It's very funny, but no, yeah, the bike is gone, brother.
I'm sorry to hear that. Real talk, I was rooting
The
for him. I
bike,
thought
the
that was
bike
dope.
went to Harley Heaven.
Honestly,
Harley
I
Heaven.
was happy that he got rid of it because I felt like he probably would have got hurt on that, especially
fair.
in the city. You know what I mean? And like, I like making fun of the guy, but I don't. I don't.
Yeah, I want him to do well. I was happy for him.
Yeah, I'm happy he got rid of that bike.
Okay.
Because like multiple comics who know about bikes have seen him ride, and they're like, "Oh, he's gonna kill himself."
Like see, I didn't know that part of it. Yeah. Okay.
That's why my uncle told me, he's like, a bike, he's like, it's a coffin with 2 wheels.
Yeah, a lot of people die in their shits.
Oh, if you ever see me
lot
with
of
a bike,
people, yeah.
I'm suicidal,
Yeah.
bro. Talk to me. I'm being suicidal, but trying to be fancy with it.
I used to
I'll
have
make that
some
note with
buddies.
it.
I used to have some buddies that rode, and I remember one time, like I know getting on the back of a bike with another man, I definitely didn't feel comfortable doing that.
Right.
Fucking men at work shit. We're like,
I mean, it's kind of normal in DR.
Yeah,
my
I was gonna say,
buddy's
we
like,
got 4 dudes on bikes in
Yeah,
DR,
yeah.
yo.
with the baby in the middle.
Real talk.
Suzuki Cross Rocket, right? And he's like, yo, let me just take you like, I'll go down Pitkin Avenue. And I get on and I'm like, I'm holding the bars on the side. He's like, nah, bro, you're gonna have to put your arms
you can
around
fall
me.
back, bro.
I'm like, I ain't fucking doing that. He's like, all right. Soon as he hit the first fucking gear, bro, and we took off, I fucking grabbed him.
Hell yeah.
And bro, we went so fucking fast.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like, woof, 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 woof. And bro, when we stopped, I was like shaking. I was like, holy, we must have went 130, 140 miles an hour.
I believe it.
Maybe more. I don't know how fucking fast those things go. And then he's like, what'd you think? I was like, oh, I want to do it again. But I was like, I'm getting the fuck off. I can't be holding on to you around
It's
the
an
waist.
adrenaline rush,
Yeah.
bro. I do that sometimes when I just be bored and I got a long trip. I'll find some car that's doing over 100, and I'm like, all right, let me get behind him.
Just cruise with
Yeah,
him.
cat and mouse. But the thing is, this car will be a Beamer, and I'll be in a Prius. But I can maneuver, so I'll keep up if there's traffic.
What do they call that when you fucking
Cat
get
and
on the
mouse.
back? No, they call it something.
Tailgating.
No, there's a word for it. You,
Riding their ass.
No, you pick
Normal.
up. It helps you
Yeah.
Slingshot,
pick
engage.
up
This is
something
from
like
Talladega
that.
Nights. Yeah.
It's not from that, but it's called
Slingshot.
something.
You know what's
One
funny?
of our fans one of our listeners listens to NASCAR, and they'll know what I'm talking about. I expect to see it in the
We
chat.
need East New York NASCAR, yo. That'd
East
be
New
fire.
York.
But just
So-
go
Just
through
crack
Pitkin
cats with shopping
Avenue,
carts going
up
around.
to Atlantic,
Driving
driving
on the
around.
Gateway Mall and shit. That'd be fire. I always get tight that there's no like Dominican, there's no Puerto Rican, there's no like Cuban drivers and that. Like that's such a like
Because I don't think they let Honda Civics in NASCAR. I can tell like this.
yo, we can push them. Real talk. We suit them joints up.
Now in the East, your family owned a liquor store not far from where I lived. Yeah.
Picking and what is that? Berriman?
Now let me.
Yeah,
did
he constantly tells me that it's their fault. He's
It's
an
literally
alcoholic.
next to a daycare center.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
blames
Yes,
his
yeah.
alcoholism on your family.
No, I don't.
That's what's
He
up.
says it's their fault.
Yo, keep paying.
Yeah, you could go. You could go without ID.
He just pulls out this diamond ring.
Yo,
He's like, we've been passing this
dude,
along."
before we sold it, dude, I had a dude show up and I was working the counter and he hands me his ID and it's a prison ID. And I'm like, yo, this doesn't say your age. He's like, yeah, but it says what I've been through. Yo, I was like, yo, my man, I can't sell you this, but that's hard.
You didn't sell it to him.
I can't because we were like 2 weeks in. Like, I'm not shutting down the liquor store over you.
yeah.
I don't
That's
know
like
you. Somebody could have been testing
And the thing
me.
is, if you went to him, if you gave it to him, everybody else
It
would have been
becomes a
there.
thing, yeah.
Did it ever get robbed the store?
No, we
Really?
real talk. We A, bulletproofed up. B, like
told you.
And real shit, like
Okay.
everybody knows me and my pops really well, like in general. So like we got like love in the
Yeah,
neighborhood, you know what I mean? But yeah, it was definitely a concern.
Fuck yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, absolutely.
That's the thing. If you own a business in the hood, you gotta be nice to the people.
Bro, this
you
is
know what
how-
I mean? So, like a lot of especially the bodega where I grew up at, they will give people groceries on consignment.
Yeah,
sometimes.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
They-
Sure,
like they
sure.
had that, be like, oh, the first of the month's coming in, I can pay you back, blah
Yeah, yeah,
blah,
yeah.
and it would do that, and nobody would fuck with them.
Yeah, get
Yeah.
some tuna, get some noodles, get
Real
some
talk.
rice.
And
yeah.
if you mess with them, everyone's mad at you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yo, why you fucking with homie? Like, he takes care of everybody. You know what I mean?
The crime was so bad in East New York at one time. I remember it was early in the morning. I was getting on the train. I had to go to work. I was working construction, and there was a shootout in the Shepherd Avenue station. They were shooting at each other from
Sounds like my
Opposite sides?
algorithm.
from both sides, bro.
I've probably seen the surveillance of that on my algorithm.
I'm at the end of the platform. I'm like, fuck, because now I know that
I'm gonna be late
they're
for work.
they're stopping the trains. I'm like. Like, I didn't even care. Like, yo, guys, stop her. I huddled. I'm like, come on, man. Like,
That's
I just,
a real New Yorker
Real talk.
mentality.
I
it
just-
was like, yo, shit, people die every day, B.
I just need to get to work. And then I'm like, I call my boss. I'm like, yo, there's a. He's like, get the. Like, he doesn't. I'm going to Jersey. He doesn't understand this shit. He
Yeah.
doesn't fucking. He didn't believe me. I'm like, it'll be on the news. Trust me.
Real
Trust
talk.
Me, yeah.
And that's the thing. It probably won't because it happens so much over there.
And bro, just the shootout was it was one of the worst shootouts I've ever seen in my life because nobody got hit, and two, just where the bullets, where you saw the sparks and where they were ricocheting, were so.
Motherfucker was in a
I love that, like
Western.
Bro, they were so far away from where.
I love this. This is how you've been jaded, my G. Because like when you say worse, you weren't talking about the tragedy. You were talking about the skill.
Yeah.
Like, yo, nobody hit each other.
I mean, bro, the fucking
I watched them for 10 minutes. Not a single target hit.
bing, 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 bro.
Like everybody was holding their gun sideways.
I'm like, bro, that fucking spark was like 12 feet away from him, bro. You weren't even fucking. You weren't even close.
Where's
And
your
hold the gun
professionalism?
like this.
Come on, man.
Take a knee.
He's like, yo, worst shootout ever.
Respect the craft.
This
You know what I
shit
mean?
is-
person
this
got
shit is
hit.
ridiculous. You're
Not a
not gonna
single
get anybody.
person got injured.
Yeah.
Not a single injury. Dude, the fucking you saw
At least, listen,
somebody
if I'm
got
gonna be
shot
late
up.
for work, at least get hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a story.
It gets hit somebody. Then I could have ran up and tried to fucking.
Like, yo, I was at a Boosie concert.
Yo, man. Yo.
Boosie concert. Y'all seen that shit?
I run up
Three
to the
people-
guy. I
5
run-
people got shot at a Boosie concert.
Yo.
Yeah, just over the weekend.
Really?
In Arkansas. Yeah, I sent Jorge the video if you want to bring that shit up. Yo,
Jeez.
if you look at, but this is how you know Boosie has been through shit. Because when them shots start ringing out and you see his reaction, it was the right reaction to do. He did the perfect. I don't even want to describe it. It's just when you see it, I'm like, yeah, that's a guy who wants to live.
Yo,
Yeah, man. More people should react
another
like
time
that.
I'm walking to the train. This was. Guy got cut, bro. Cut like
Yeah.
wide open. Bro, the blood was pouring out of him so fast it was like coagulating in the air. It was like becoming thick. It was. And he's like, yo, I need help. I was like, yo, I can't, my man. I'm busy. He's like, how does it look? I'm like, not good. And I just kept fucking walking.
Real
I just
talk.
kept going. Bro, but that was the biggest. That shit went from like his eye down to his chin. Split open. When I came home from work later on in the day, it was all still out there. It was fucking.
Yo.
Dude, when I lived in Yonkers, these 2 girls started fighting. And one of the girls pulls out a razor and cuts this girl's face who lived right on my hallway. And as soon as like the blood just came coming down, I just felt my mom running from the domino table, snatching it, they're just screaming and shit. And then for like a month after that, I just had to see her walking down the hallway with like a fucking one of those bandages on her face. I was like,
You know you're not living in a
damn.
good place when there's violence between the people in the building.
no.
Yeah,
and
nah,
the
that's a
women,
challenge.
when the women are cutting each other,
Yeah.
I'm
Bro, I
like-
remember I was like 10 and like some like 15, 16-year-old kids like robbed me for like $3. I see them every day.
They got to split $3?
Every day. They went and got.
It's like
Yo,
one of
let's
those
go in
things-
on this, yo.
Yo.
Where Derek started asking his parents for for
Yo.
6, and he'll just give him the 3 as a decoy, and be like, all right, this is how I can keep my $3.
Yo.
Nah, rose up, became strong. I robbed them a couple years
Yeah.
later. Paid
Amen.
it back.
Amen.
But yeah, bro, I remember getting robbed for like $3, and they got like what the fuck were those drinks? It wasn't quarter waters. It was the next stop up with the cooler bottles, the Burst. Remember the Burst? You'd squeeze it.
Okay. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
They got a Burst and they got some motherfucking Swiss rolls.
And
That's what they.
I know that hurt when you remember
Oh.
the things they bought with your money.
Yeah, because it was Swiss rolls was 25 cents a pack then.
They walk by
Yo.
him eating.
So they got
That's what I'm
8.
saying. You get robbed, they go to the store, they walk back with your
Yeah,
money.
they were eating it right on the stoop. They got
Thanks, Derek.
They got 8 packs of Swiss rolls and 2 Bursts.
Yo, that's what it is.
Hey, but guess what? They both also have diabetes now. So.
Amen. Gang, gang. We out here, baby.
Karma always catches up to
love that.
everybody.
Can you
Started
tell,
young.
Can you tell that I've lost weight or no? Be
Yeah,
honest,
dude, I think-
bro. About 20 pounds.
Good shit.
I'm very sick. Oh, let me finish up about the Lev's testicles though.
Yeah, word. That's how we started all this.
So,
Right.
yeah, I forgot
so
about
bro,
the-
this is what she said. She goes, I could see.
I'm trying to deflect at the fact that I might be losing my best friend.
I'm not dying,
cancer.
bro. I'm not dying.
Bro, but
So,
that
but this
GoFundMe,
is-
that
but listen.
GoFundMe is gonna go crazy.
Real
No,
talk,
I don't
man.
need a GoFundMe.
And
How we gonna bury you?
I got money. You use my money.
nobody's gonna know that.
No.
Nobody's
One
gonna
last
know.
hustle for old time's sake, my
Nah,
G.
fuck that. I don't want anybody to
I
have
got it.
anything to do with my
Bro,
casket.
How am I gonna pay Gastor to replace you?
Yo, come
I
on,
need
B.
that to replace you.
Real talk. I got mortgages.
I have
B.
to pay him. I can't make him come here for.
You got a casket picked out?
I know what I want to be
Oh,
buried
you know
in.
what? I'll get you the cat. I'll pay for the funeral and then I keep the rest.
I want
I'll pay for half of the
I
cat.
want mahogany.
Okay.
Yeah, mahogany, and I want that clear coat on it.
Real shit.
like a steering wheel.
Yo, this is on the record. I
want instead of a Star David, I want a Cadillac emblem.
You know what?
On the top of it.
I'm full circle now. I went from rooting that those were Lev's testicles to now hoping it's cancer. You know what I mean? Let's do it.
Stage 3 on the way to stage 4.
Real talk, yeah.
I feel like if it would have been serious, she would have told me. But this is the thing, and I worked at the VA in Queens.
Yeah, they probably would have rushed you in. Hey, we need to get that tested right away.
This is the thing. Everyone's always like, "Oh, the VA. I'm sick. I have this. No one's helping me." I never had that experience ever. Never had it. So when
they saw Drescher as your last name.
Wait,
like,
listen. She goes, well, she's a Jew too, though. But
exactly.
She's obviously not a good Jew. She's working at the VA. You know what I mean?
She should be at Mount Sinai.
She's not the smart. She wasn't the smartest in her class. I'll tell you that.
Okay.
So she goes, this is right around the time, like a month or two after I tore my groin. Right. And she goes, they did a whole scan of my body and everything again. I forget which one they call it. Whatever one it was that serious one where I think you can only get a few of them in your life because it's like that shit'll fry your organs. But she goes, all right. She goes, you do have a hernia, not where you thought it was, though. You have one behind your belly button. She tells me, she's like, you're overweight. You need to lose weight. She goes, but also, I saw like a lump in your stomach and then another one over by your liver. And I'm just like, she tells me that. And I'm like, damn. I'm just like this. And she goes, I'll see you in March. And I'm like, all right, but that shit has been on my mind since then.
But did they do tests?
No.
Before the lumps?
No, but this is where I got scared with the whole VA thing where they're like, this fucking, we got to pay this motherfucker. He gets services from us all the time. Let's
get rid of him.
Let's let him go.
Yo.
We got to cut some customers.
It's probably nothing. It's probably just some fat on my liver and another fat deposit in my, but I'm not, if I was to tell you, I wasn't like, if I thought about it and got scared, because I also just had a friend who passed away from cancer. And that's,
dude, one of the guys I was locked up with,
and then just me getting sick all the time.
Yeah, so it's the way on you for
this
sure.
shit just happens out of nowhere too. I had an aunt, she just started having back pains. She went to DR. In the hospital, they found out she had lung cancer.
God damn.
Died like 2 weeks later.
I mean,
it's always right after they tell you, too. Yeah. Right after they tell you. Bro,
nah, some people, they be around for like 7 years.
Shit,
my uncle was the CEO, I forget which prison he worked in. He used to always tells the stories about Son of Sam, but he was the CEO for like 25, 30 years.
Okay.
Retires, buys a Corvette, moves to South Carolina. He's like, the first week down, he's like, I don't feel good. I'm going to go to the doctor. He goes to the doctor. Fucking a week later, he got pancreatic cancer. A week later, dead. Just fucking retired.
Yeah.
Just, my poor aunt never drove a day in her life. Now she's got that fucking Corvette.
Well, her new young boy toy is probably driving.
Amen. Amen. There's like a thing, like everybody gets it if you live long enough.
Yeah.
Right.
Like that's like the way the body works. Like we were designed to like die at 40. Like the life expectancy of the average person in 1890 was 48.
Really?
Like
I
recent.
never knew
That's
that.
only 120 years.
Right.
It was 48. You had people that lived substantially longer, but you already had people that were dying young. So the average was still like real low.
Yeah.
And like now, the only thing that's changed is that the bottom half is going up. Like regular people, poor people, middle class is living 70, 80.
Yeah.
But like that's in turn the issue. Like we weren't supposed to live this long. So like the body is like, yo, what the fuck?
So that's why, like, cancer's like, all right, I'll fix this.
But
Yeah,
that can
real
change with everything. You got this shit, you got iPads, you got shit like this, fast food, processed food. So the average is
gonna
like
keep going
10
up.
years. Oh, it could go down.
True, you're right.
Where life expectancy, where you could just have like you had like the big boom or whatever, the baby boom.
Yeah.
Right.
Where you had massive births. I feel like there'll be like a death boom where there'll be massive deaths where a lot of people from our generation will be getting cancer early or, you know what I mean? Weird shit, fucking smoking this. I'm going to have popcorn lung by the time I'm 60.
There you go.
Or a week from now.
See, you starting a trend, if anything. Rock on, B.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah. I think I'll be all right. Either way, whatever. I'm fine.
You don't want to be the Derek, man, you don't want to be the first through the trench, the first through the breach.
It's good.
Either way. Either way.
Man.
Everything's going to be all
When
right.
you get left behind from Jamaica, you get sad, bro.
Nah, but it's only for the employees. It's not for the host. It's only for the employees minus Jorge.
The AV folks. I want to know what Jorge did. I know something happened. Maybe we'll talk about it on the
bonus.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Well, we have less snitches.
Jorge, where are we at now? About a half hour?
Yeah, 35.
35.
35
All right. Just
minutes.
give me a heads up when we get to 50.
Did you bring up that Tory Lane? Not Tory.
Oh yeah, let's talk about Tory Lanez.
Oh well, yeah, we could do the Tory Lanez. I was gonna.
Now Tory Lanez, to be honest with you, I liked his music for for R&B rap guy. I actually fucked with Tory Lanez a lot. He was.
He's got some hits that I fuck with to this day.
Yeah, for sure.
I wasn't a big fan. I don't
Shooters
know
was my shit.
The Shooters was dope. The Color Violet, which is or purple, whatever the fuck
Very
was a
good,
weird
yeah,
one,
yeah.
but I liked it. It was like a dance
He was
song.
accused and convicted of shooting Megan Thee Stallion. I don't completely believe he was given a fair trial and
100%
that
wasn't.
justice was served. I feel like
Unfairly.
I think Megan was abusive, and he shot her in self-defense, if he even shot her. Now they say it was just a fragment that went into her toe.
Well, they're saying
they gave him what they give him 10 years or 15.
15, but they're saying it was her friend that shot him, that shot her.
Yeah.
And the only reason they saw him with the gun is because he grabbed the gun from the girl.
Now I am a big
Shot
Tory
in the
Lanez
air.
supporter. I want to let you know I don't. For everything I just said is complete horseshit. He shot her. He definitely,
No, he didn't.
He definitely shot her.
We've talked about this when it first happened. I followed that case from
I
beginning
feel
to
like
end.
though, but listen,
He got fucked over.
given the
because-
circumstances,
Hold on, because Megan Thee Stallion was a Rock Nation artist,
Right.
and they could not let her look bad, knowing that she's an alcoholic who can't control her temper and almost shot her friend.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And even the people, the Kardashians, who the house they left, they were at the Kardashians' house. When they left, they said she was intoxicated and problematic, and they kicked her out.
they kicked her out of the Kardashian house.
Yeah, they told her
Can
she
you
had to
imagine
leave.
getting kicked out of the Kardashian house for being toxic?
Yeah.
That's problematic.
Wild. Real talk.
That's nuts.
They've had Lamar Odom, Kanye.
Yeah.
Like they've had some special people in there.
Dude, I was on the bus with Lamar Odom. This is like probably 9-10 years ago. I couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe he was fucked up then.
That sucks.
Yeah.
What,
'Cause
like
I
those
saw him
China
as a
buses?
kid. Like I like he was a legend in New York.
Yeah.
So like I remember being young and going to like Christ the King to watch him play ball. So I saw the opposite. I saw him at the prime of life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, and I remember his NBA career, but then when you hear all the shit, oh, he's doing this, he's doing that, things ain't going well, and then I saw him on the bus, I was like, God damn,
That sucks, man.
God damn, he did not look.
But
good.
he is doing better now, is my
good.
understanding. I'm
You
happy
know
to
what?
hear that.
You know what I'm gonna say? Fucking. Are you a wrestling fan or no?
No. I'm the only one of my friend group that isn't, unfortunately.
Really?
So, like they have like a group chat that like I don't understand at all, but they like leave me in out of love. So like I'm like, yeah, I don't get any of this, but thank you.
So the other day, and this has to do with like recovery, staying off heroin and stuff like that. You remember the Hardy Boys? You remember Jeff Hardy?
Yeah.
So, this guy did a lot of things in his career where he injured himself. High flying guy, jumping off the top rope, doing flips, fucking jumping off ladders and falling through tables. He did all that shit. He hurt himself bad a bunch. He ended up getting really bad on pills and opiates. He came to do. He went to do a pay-per-view one night, and he showed up inebriated. Like he was wrestling Sting, who was like one of the biggest wrestlers of our generation, and they had to not have the match because he was so fucked up. And the other day, I'm just like going through Instagram, and I see that he's back and he's clean, and that shit just inspired me so much because it looked like he was fucking done. You know what I mean? And it was just, I was just happy. I'm like, if Jeff Hardy can come back from that shit, and he's like he's in his 40s now, where he was like completely written off. I'm like, man, that's just
I like
inspires
that.
the fuck out.
I
of me.
like that, but I saw Tory Lanez recording his album in jail, and that inspired me to be a criminal again.
Let's get into that.
Jorge,
get into
please
that.
bring up the video. That's deep. I love that. I respect that. But sometimes
That was a proper segue. You finally learned how to do
Yo,
one.
I was scared that you was gonna segue into the Schultz thing. and I'm like, no. We're jumping too far ahead.
But
So-
I was if you didn't say anything.
So I don't know if you know this.
I'm working with professionals here.
He dropped. There's 3 years, bro.
Amen.
So
Amen.
he dropped an album called Peterson, which is his last name,
Okay.
and all his family are featured in the album. His mother, his sister,
Oh.
brother. He got all his family.
and this is all jail calls.
This is all over at Jail Zooms, right? And then one of the songs, a prison fucking fight just breaks
riot.
out. A riot. Well, it's probably a little fight.
Last year, you can see the pain inside my eyes and I can't mask it. We was cutting metal off the bunk so we could stash it. 500 on his Zella, make him do gymnastics. See that nigga run out to the yard and he got backflip. Crying in the cell so many
I love
nights
that
I got
he's
trapped
still
in.
rapping while the fight started.
I got trapped in.
I mean, studio time is expensive.
This guy, he's like, I only got 15 minutes on this call, bro.
Oh shit, they're getting it shaken.
Yeah.
Has he got no shirt on the fucking?
Of course, bro. It's chill.
Yo, how good is the Wi-Fi in jail? This dude's getting no latency on Zoom during a fight.
High powered, brother.
Real talk.
Oh shit.
You heard the fucking tear gas bomb go off?
Yep. Look at the smoke.
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious.
Look, you see him run away like that motherfucker ran into the crowd. He ran into the smoke.
Yo, came back.
Yeah. He's like, I'll be right back. They hit the tear gas.
Damn, bro, and he's Canadian. He's really thugged the fuck out. He's got the do-rag with the fucking knot in the
You
front.
real one.
Bro,
Yeah.
Tory's been known about that before the shooting shit. Because you ever seen the video where he's standing up on the Breakfast Club and he stands up like all excited?
Oh.
You know when somebody, and he was the same
Height, yeah.
As he was sitting down. It happens to Jorge all the time whenever he gets up. He just stands
It's different for Jorge, though, because Jorge don't act like a thug.
Yeah, Jorge's calm.
But it's crazy when a guy's like, yeah, fuck that, I'm about that life, and then they stand up and they're the same height as they were, or maybe they were shorter than what they were.
Low key,
Yeah.
all of my favorite gangsters growing up were actually short. Though.
Yeah,
you know what I
50
mean.
Cent,
They're the best
real
ones.
50 Cent was
Yeah.
like 4'11".
Real talk. All the rappers too, like Mobb Deep. Them dudes is pints.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Prodigy's like a sickly individual.
Yeah.
Sickle cell. I met both of them in person, bro. Got a picture with them and shit.
Is
They
that-
like
is Havoc
5'1".
little too?
Like
They're both shorter than
short.
me. Yeah.
Yeah, people sleep.
You know who was big? Fucking Method Man was big. He's a big dude.
Yeah.
Redman was a big dude. These
Yeah,
guys were like fucking giants.
But look at they don't stand next to the other Wu-Tang members for a reason.
Capadonna.
Lil
Really?
Bow Wow was
Fucking-
tiny.
He's a giant. Yeah.
DMX was
Raekwon
short.
is lit.
Yeah, DMX
DMX
was short.
was
Yeah,
short.
DMX was like 5'7",
Yeah.
40. Yeah, Raekwon is a little guy. He's a
Yeah,
little round
Ray
guy.
short. Yeah, I'm
I've
telling
never
you.
seen him in person,
Yeah.
but he does look like a short
I
dude.
think Ghost might be decently sized.
Yeah, I think he's like a normal height person.
6'1", 6'2", big
Because
fella.
I think like Big L was like 6'4".
Was he that tall?
He was a tall
Wow.
dude. I might be off, but he was up there.
I took a picture with the memorial. Fucking
Oh, the Big L,
the
one
big
in
yeah.
Harlem.
Was it? It
Yeah.
was. Is it on 125? Is it on 125 or 124? I still have the picture. Yeah, Big L. He was
Rock
the man.
on.
Yeah.
Big L.
I'll make it out the
And now the
Harlem
Coke is an onion. What was the name?
Oh yeah.
Kia Coke is a pie.
Yeah.
Ebonics.
Yeah,
Ebonics.
yes.
That was a fuck. And the 7-minute freestyle.
Yo.
Ask Beavis, I get nothing but
I
head.
wonder if our listeners
Understand
know what
none of
we're
this?
talking about, or if they go.
They research after.
They research afterwards.
I wonder how many of them pause the episode, go to Apple Music, and be like, Big L.
It'd be funny if they're like,
And
none
then
of
just
us
listen.
do, you fucking losers.
Or they just turn it off and be like, fuck this.
I don't get this old people stuff. Yeah.
But
Yeah, because that's I commend them for that. For be able to record a whole album
That's
over
incredible.
Zoom. I
Shine
thought
did one too. Shine did
Shine-
one.
yeah,
He did
yeah.
an album from prison.
But his sounded like he was on the phone. When
Yeah,
you
yeah.
listen to Tory, you can't play it because of copyright shit. But if you listen to it, it doesn't sound like he's.
Well,
recording
they
it.
have
Yeah.
technology now. I feel like could
Yeah,
filter
yeah,
a lot
yeah,
of that shit out, and make the voice sound good. And he
'Cause you
used
see
a
the
lot of auto
microphone.
tune also.
That's incredible.
You see the microphone in the video, which is hilarious. You see the studio mic over the phone.
That's
and I know
fire.
they probably edited it
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
But I wonder if they're going to take away his phone privileges. Because after, remember Summer of Sam, the killer, whatever, he started making money in jail.
And they
so they
stopped
made
that
a law,
yeah.
so you can't profit off your crimes.
Yeah.
And then
Well,
they'll-
if you do, that money goes to the families
Or
of the
some
victims.
sh-
Yeah.
yeah.
Now, my question would be then, is he technically profiting off of his crime? He's profiting off of his skill while paying the price for a crime.
Good call.
I think
That's
you
what my
can't-
argument would be.
I think it's something you can't make money in jail. It's something I don't know the specifics.
Yeah, because
You know what I mean? But
when the Son of
they
Sam did
might-
that, I wonder if that was just for New York or if it went over the whole nation. If it became a federal law.
I'm gonna look at the
because
fucking,
it's not like they can't make you like for example, if you're a business owner, they can't tell you to turn in your shit.
Right. True.
You know what I mean? So
I
like,
think it's just profiting from the crime. So if the whole album was about shooting Megan in the
Right.
foot, then they'd be like, yeah, no,
yeah, that's fair.
this money's going to go to Megan and her family.
Yeah, but he's talking about his family. That got nothing to do with the crime.
Yeah.
that should be mad funny if you made that album cover just her injured foot.
Is this her pinky
Real
toe?
talk, yo. That's the album after. When
Yo,
you get out.
did he blow her pinky toe off? That reminds me of that scene from fucking Harlem Nights.
They
Remember
made
when-
that. Somebody
Yo.
made a meme like that
Yeah.
where who was it? It was Eddie that shot.
Yeah, Eddie shot
that
the-
big. I forget her name.
Yeah.
but they were just like they put Tory Lanez over him.
Come
and
on,
Meg
sucker.
Thee Stallion, you know.
Come on, sucker.
Low key, there was a time when like some women would have paid for that to fit into shoes. There's like people did like the bonding. And
Yeah,
all
yeah.
of that.
They
Yeah.
use a wire to cut your toe off.
Real talk.
Yeah, yeah.
They're definitely blacklisting him.
Are you
because
looking-
his shit doesn't even come
Yeah,
up.
bro, he's not going to hit
on
the charts.
Apple Music.
I can't believe you thought he was going to hit the
Nah,
charts.
bro, he could have. You know,
Well,
But
this is-
also, he did release one of his albums.
his shit
direct.
wasn't even on the new added music Because when I saw that meme, I went to Apple right away. I scrolled through every album that dropped. I had to search it manually to find the album.
But is he going streaming? Because like I know
it's on Apple.
Part of the reason I rock with him is because like he did that album that was straight to fans and made like $1 million in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Man, no.
You know what I
This
mean?
is on
This
Apple.
is on Apple.
But he's blacklisted, so his shit didn't come up. I had to manually search his album.
That sucks, B.
Yeah,
Let
man.
my boy Tory eat, yo.
Yeah, dude. He makes better.
Well, the
music
worst
than
part
Megan.
is once he finishes his sentence, he's gonna get deported back to Canada.
Dude, yeah, that's what sucks. I mean, he can make music from out there and tour the
Yeah,
world.
yeah.
I wonder
like
if he'll
something.
be able to tour in America again after that.
No.
No.
They probably won't let him back in, but he'll be able to still tour some countries.
He's probably gonna have to wait 10
I know,
years.
dude. I know.
yeah.
I know. He saw the not the inauguration. What was that shit? The DNC thing where Megan came out and twerked for Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
And I know somebody was in that jail. Like, you should have shot both that bitch's foot off. Man. You should have shot that bitch in the kneecap,
booty-
in the fucking
in the booty
head.
cheek.
What the fuck is this bitch doing? You ain't fucking do enough.
She's with a guy now. She's with a rapper who's actually he's
good?
Worst
His
shot.
name's Party
Party.
Fontaine. Yeah.
Party Fontaine got some good shit.
He's got a lot of good shit. My brother used to do security for some of his shows back
Oh,
in the
really?
day. Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, but he wrote Cardi B's.
Yeah.
So it was funny, dude. On the way I'm biking over here, I had to stop off and do some work shit, and I just like had like a shuffle on, just to play whatever, and it was this new rap, and I was like, oh, it was driving me crazy. I kept fast forwarding, click the AirPod twice. It goes forward to the next song.
Yeah.
Just new songs. And finally, like some Cardi B from like 7 years came on. I was like, all right, I'll listen to this.
I mean, her old shit, her first shit wasn't that bad.
No, it was
She had
pretty
some-
bad.
You know what I mean?
I'll bump with some of it.
Yeah, there was some
No,
of the shit
some
I
of it's
fucked with.
hard.
But
he-
she didn't write
Party
it. You know what I mean?
wrote most of that album.
Yeah, she doesn't write her own
He
shit.
won a Grammy for that shit. Yeah.
See, I mean, that Bodak Yellow, I think fucking
That's the one that came on.
Offset.
I don't understand Bodak Yellow, but she's talking about red shoes.
Bodak. No, well, because it was
Kodak-
supposed to be
Kodak
Kodak Black
Yeah.
because she took the flow from Keep Flocking.
Oh.
So, and almost like the beat.
Half
too.
of this podcast should be
Geo knows
mundane hip hop
Straight up.
shit.
A
and then the
Dominican
other half-
knows more than a Jew on hip hop?
And then the other half.
Low key,
should
that
be-
is kind of rare depending on where you're from.
Yeah, some Jews love hip hop.
Real talk.
My
so
brain
half would
just
be that.
remembers the dumbest shit that's not going to help me anywhere. where
Half
I go.
will be hip hop, and the other half will be me talking about the Yankees.
So since hip hop and East New York, I actually got this question yesterday from my son. Are there any famous
J. Rue.
rappers from East New York?
J. Rue the Damager,
I had
East
J.
New
Rule,
York. What was that name?
AZ, Uncle Murder.
and
Uncle Murder.
Uncle Murder.
Yeah.
That's where my list. And Master Killer, I believe. from
True
Rules
Life?
there.
yes.
Oh, no,
True
True Life was
Life?
LES. He was LES, my
Yeah,
bad.
True
He
Life is LES. Yeah.
He was LES.
Let's take a look.
Real talk. I ended at
East
4.
New
Like
York
that was the whole list.
The best one is definitely J. Rue.
I'd go with AZ.
AZ from the
AZ,
front?
I love
Yeah,
AZ actually.
I'm an AZ fan, and he's an East New Yorker
Oh, shit. For some reason, I thought he was from Queens.
because he rocked with Nas.
Yeah.
He's a Brooklyn dude through and through.
Yeah.
He split his time between 2 neighborhoods growing up, but I know East New York is like he reps it on 2 of the albums.
Dude, he's still got 3 songs that I go back to that are by himself. He got that.
Okay, yeah. That was on the 9 Lives album.
Every
Yeah.
time I do this, it goes right to fucking like
Life's a
rappers
bitch
from
and then you
Brooklyn.
die.
Yeah, that was the debut verse. He's a beast. But like I was just mad that like
Remember
because
the song
all the references I came up with were from like 90s. And like he's like, yo, but like I'm alive now. Like are there any rappers that are like 20?
I mean,
And
the
I was
only
like,
new
damn, that's
kid
kinda
from
tough.
Brooklyn I really liked, he wasn't from East New York, was Chef G.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Wait. So Chef G and Sleepy Hollow, right?
Chef G was
and
fr-
Sleepy Hollow.
I think Chef G is from Bed-Stuy, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
But I was stumped. Like I know, like technically, like Joey Badass just hit 30. I'm a big Marlon Craft fan, but he's from the city, from Hell's Kitchen.
I don't think I heard of him.
Real dope dude.
Big Body Best might be from East New York.
Man,
Are you into like those Griselda
He's out,
guys?
and he's out.
yeah, I love them. Yeah, that's just fire. So like,
Yeah.
he sees that there's still music that's being made now that I rock with, but like none of them dudes are from our neighborhood. And like I rep East New York hard, so he's like, you don't got no East New York rappers from today.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't front. I don't know. And admittedly, I'm not looking for new music. If it finds me, I'll play it.
Yeah.
But I was stumped for answers. So if
Yep.
anybody knows, I'm looking.
I never knew AZ was from fucking East New York.
Yeah,
It's
it even
crazy.
says it on the wiki.
Yeah.
So he's the best rapper from.
I would say so.
I think it's
I don't
good.
think there's nobody
It's
that-
J. Rule's dope.
It's going to be between J. Rue and AZ for
Yeah.
sure. J. Rue is on totally different type of style. And to be honest with you now, J. Rue's stuff is a little problematic now.
Yeah, a lot of his stuff can't get bumped to
Because
that.
he used to, he was very homophobic.
Yeah.
He used,
that was
he used to say he cooked. He used to cook gay people like flambe.
You listen to old Locks, you listen to old DMX, all of them got
Master Killer,
shit.
Yeah, Master Killer was
Uncle
the
Murder.
only-
We
yeah.
had him.
That was the whole list. I was stopped at 4. Most of the Brooklyn rappers that I loved, I realized, were from like Bed-Stuy, Bushwick, and Flatbush.
You know what's crazy, bro? If you look a little further back,
So if
a little further back,
I feel like Yonkers, like if you had Yonkers and all of them alive, right? All rappers alive, from Yonkers would take on almost any borough. They already took over Harlem. Harlem is South Yonkers now. They
What do you mean by that?
yeah,
Because you got with Yonkers, you got D Block, you got DMX,
Okay.
you got Mary J. Blige, right?
Okay.
And D Block already showed.
Oh,
well, not D
shit.
Block. The Locks already showed what they could do at the Versus.
Darren
Right,
Robinson's
right.
from
Against
East New
Dipset,
York.
right?
Who?
Darren Robinson from the Fat Boys. That one, the beatbox guy.
Okay.
Yeah, I never knew that. So it's funny, bro, but at one point, East New York was Jewish and Italian.
Yeah.
So before the rappers, if you go back like another half a generation, listen to the names of the famous people that are born there.
Edel Bernstein.
Jerry Stiller,
Yeah.
Gary Schwartz, Willa Schnenberg, Binuim Skater. That's really...
You know Stiller, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah, that's
you know,
Ben
Ben
Stiller's
Stiller's
father,
father.
yeah.
Yeah.
Real talk.
My father's from East New York. I can
real
hear him
talk.
right now.
And all of the freaking, like, all those mob movies.
Oh, yeah,
they're
Angelo
all-
Ruggiero, John
Yeah.
Gotti. He lived in East New
all
York.
of them dudes.
Yeah.
Yo.
And when they got paid, they only moved to like Howard Beach. It was like right there.
They went to the
And
next,
Ozone
the next
Park. Yeah,
Ozone
they were
Park.
right there.
Yeah.
Dude, Ben Stiller is one of my favorite people in the world, right? Because I just found out that he's a huge Kendrick Lamar fan,
That's fire.
and like I was like,
He doesn't
reading his
even
tweet-
know what day it is.
What are you crazy, bro? He tweeted. He's
I
like,
love Kendrick Lamar.
He tweeted out. He's like, I woke up and found the broccoli.
Okay.
So he knows his shit.
Yeah, that's a deep reference.
He was excited about the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Bro, Ben Stiller, but a Jew not knowing
yeah,
hip hop.
real talk.
Talk about regular.
Ben Stiller probably knows hip hop from back in before your day.
Oh, for sure.
Because Stiller has to be like
sure.
55. So he probably
So-
grew up with that shit.
So I was about to say something else too. I fucked.
Oh, you were saying the names, Italian and Jew, East New York.
Oh yeah,
it's
fucking the Hole. One thing you know about the Hole?
Yeah, of course.
So the Hole is this spot. It's also I think where the
Like a venue?
The Black Cowboys
the Black,
organization
the
over
Black
there, yeah.
Cowboys of America.
This is
Bro,
all
it's
East
right.
New York.
It's right in between. It's like I feel
right
like
before it hits Queens.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
So the area is under sea level. It gets flooded all the time. The mafia used to dump a lot of bodies there.
Nice.
And now the Federation of Black Cowboys is like they ride around on horses in that area.
Deadass.
In Brooklyn. It's
Yeah.
fucking nuts.
It's
This
like
is
it's
now.
the
It's
right now.
Right now. It's
Like
called the Hole.
Yeah, it's the very border of East New York and Queens.
Yeah.
Like when you're going down the Conduit before you make a
Yeah.
right to go to like the movie theaters on Linden.
Yeah.
and
Or
you'll
if you're gonna
see
hit the
like
highway to go to
horses
the-
out every
yeah.
now and then.
Yeah, people.
Like,
I'm
They'll be out
never
there like
around
this.
there.
Clap,
Whoa.
clap,
Yeah.
clap, clap.
Real
clap,
talk.
And
I only had to go to East
cops,
New York once, and I was happy I never had to go back.
Yo.
Cops
Same
stranded
thing
the
with
one
fucking-
time. Remember the cops
Yeah.
stranded to find
Bodies.
bodies.
Yeah. It's a thing.
What the fuck is that shit called by Coney Island?
What, Nathan's Hot Dogs?
No. There's another place out there. Where the fuck was what's his name from? Stacks Bundles.
Stacked Bundles was from...
You remember Stack Bundles?
Yeah, yeah,
Where-
but I don't
where
remember
Joe
his
Bundles?
hood. I'm trying to think of all
Far
the
Rock. From Far Rock.
Okay.
I went to Far Rock once. I was living in Queens for like 3 months, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, let me do DoorDash because it's not. Worst mistake I ever did. I was ending up in projects and shit. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I'm never
Bro,
coming
Yo,
back
Far
out
Rock
here.
is out
Far
there,
Rock.
dude. Far Rock is close to East New York.
Yeah.
But
I'm like,
it's
I'm never
far from
going.
East
I
New
hate
York, though.
going.
Yeah, it's
So,
still
yeah.
far, yeah.
Motherfucker tells me Bay Ridge, you might as well tell me fucking.
And bro, the A
Pleasantville.
train, once you get down the A train that way, like it'll say the A train, but there's like 4 different routes it could take.
Yeah.
You really got to pay attention
It's
to
a
what
whole
the
different
to
thing.
what the last stop is when the train pulls up.
And the crazy part is, it's like it's sunny out there, right? Because you know you by the water, so you got like a nice sky. But I'm like, I feel like I'm gonna fucking get stabbed or robbed for this fucking Wendy's right now. Like
You
some
is.
dick, somebody's like,
You
yo,
is.
I will say I
Leave that with
expect
me.
that to change because like it's one of the few like beachfront properties in New York.
Yeah. So
you
and
think
wherever
they're
that
coming
is,
for 'em?
somebody's gonna come for it.
Yeah.
That is
I mean, I
true.
go
Real
there. I
spit.
usually go to the beach there about twice a year.
Yeah.
I hop on the ferry. I'll take the ferry over.
I'm surprised they haven't done it because I know they did it in the Bronx. We got the Bronx Pier now.
Yeah.
But that's all that means is whatever project,
Is
any housing
the,
that was
uh,
there,
Tom,
is
they
the-
gotta go.
White Castle still on Atlantic or no?
Yes, I chill there very often. Real talk. That's my spot.
Is that 24 hours?
Yeah,
Right,
yeah, real talk. I
You
even
just
applied
run-
for a job there like once.
They don't have the best service at that one. I'll tell you that.
Nah, I love the service there.
Dude, any fast
Real
food
talk.
spot in the city is trash, bro. The
Dope.
way
One of
people are, and you have to be like that because
Yeah.
you're dealing with the worst people all day, every day.
I love that spot. One of the first jokes I ever did that went viral is about that White Castle.
Really?
Get the fuck
Straight
outta
up.
here.
Like it was a real story. I got robbed. The White Castle got robbed in front of me. So the dude, like, I see him across the
And he
street.
robbed you too?
He robbed the White Castle. He sees that I'm trying to get my shit. So he fucking handed me my order and said, yo, keep it moving. Dead ass. Like he showed love on some real. He's like, this ain't like your situation. He like, I'm trying to get this money, but like you ain't do nothing wrong.
Yeah, yeah.
And he just straight up just gives me my order and I bounced off.
Here's your burgers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit was love.
Can I get one?
Yo, you're not gonna throw in
I'm
some
gonna
chicken
need.
wings?
I'm gonna
Yo.
need some energy for this run. I'm about to go.
I ain't
on.
mad at it, dude. Yo, shouts to my hubby. East New York is real. It's one of the last White Castles left.
Yeah,
Real
Yeah,
talk.
all the
There's
other
one
ones
in
are
Long
getting shut
Island. There's
down.
one out by
Yeah.
me that's like a 15-minute drive.
Dope.
We got a little Sonic, 15-minute drive. That's what I love about Long Island because when you get to anywhere in the suburbs, you have every little town
Yeah.
in Long Island has its own network of fast foods, right?
That's
Right,
dope.
right.
So like in my town, I got my own. We got our own White Castle that's closed.
Own
Taco
McDonald's.
Bell.
Hell yeah.
There's like 3 7-Elevens. Like over here, you got you got the corner stores. Over there, we got a fucking 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
4 or 5 minutes away from you.
Bro,
That's
I'm
right.
not. I can't eat that stuff. My weight fluctuates like.
Oh, dude, I had Taco Bell last
so,
night and I couldn't.
Gio,
even
tell you,
finish
since
it.
he's met me, I've been overweight 3 times, and I've probably been not in bad shape twice.
This is why I put this drop for him.
That's good for your fucking fat ass.
Yeah. So, my weight.
Yo,
bro,
honestly, to be not even joking, it's called Lev's drop.
Yeah. I could be anywhere between 180 and 240 at any given time.
Okay.
And I'm only 5. I'm not even 5'8". I'm a
Yeah,
little,
that's
I'm
a range.
I'm a little guy.
Yeah.
So I love that shit, bro. If I'm having a tough day, I get home, I don't want to cook. I'm like, yeah, I'm about to get that family bundle from Burger King.
Yo,
And
that's
I eat the
wild.
whole thing to the face, but all I've been eating is chicken on lettuce wraps,
Okay.
and it's driving me crazy. I feel like there's nothing left in life anymore.
Yeah, I think you're supposed to enjoy food. Like, that's wild. Like I understand like eating healthy, but like it should be enjoyable.
You ever
That
take
is
a you
true,
ever
but the
bite
thing
into
is-
something and like you get like a little teary eyed?
Because it has no seasoning. Yeah. Have you ever eaten at a white person's
You're
house?
like-
Yeah.
Yo.
Have you ever dated?
That's not true.
Well, you
The white
dated
people
a southern. You dated.
I dated a southern
should've
white
said a
woman
northern
who
white girl.
I mean, bro, she's wrecked my asshole, and it's not from pegging.
Hey,
it's from
Yo.
it's from the spices.
Okay.
The spices, bro, she literally will blow my lower intestine.
Oh, well, that's southern.
You smell
Yeah.
you smell what I did before Gastor walked in? I
Yo,
laid a
thank
nasty-
God you came late.
I laid a
Yeah,
nasty
Because if
fart,
not, we
bro.
were gonna have to start, bro. It smelled like rotten Lay's chips. Bro.
Gee, we
Yeah.
What the fuck is
podcasting
a-
in the yard.
That
yo.
that was deep fried in taco season.
Late,
bro.
you know
Like,
what's
it
funny?
was
This shows
bad.
you too how far we've come. Because like, if we were locked up and that happened, you would have had to hit me.
I would have to fight
You
you.
have to fight me because it's
Look at that.
disrespectful.
The growth, man.
Yeah,
Love to see it.
Yo, you fought in my area?
Piece of shit.
Yo, you offended my nostrils. B?
Yeah. You burnt my nostrils.
Gastor, tell everybody where they can find
Hit him
you.
with the plug.
Oh, you could find me on all social medias at Gastor
We'll talk about
Almonte,
this stuff on
GastorAlmonte, and check out my podcast, The War Report, hosted by myself and the homie Chalet with Sharp.
Oh, War Report. That's a shout out to Capone and Noriega's first
Boom.
album.
Real talk. I
CNN.
redid the cover for the pod. It was so good that like they took down the pod the first episode because they thought I stole the cover.
Of
the
CNN.
War
CNN
Report?
of the War Report album. So then I posted that like, yo, Priority Records jacked my shit. What's up with that, Nori? And Nori's like, that's fucked up because that shit look dope. So
Oh,
he
you-
retweeted it.
Really?
Real talk. Like the very first episode, he retweeted it after I got it reposted because he was like, nah, like that shit look dope. Like I redid the cover. Shouts to Mike Brick and my boy Tone who
Yeah.
like did the work with
Brick
it.
is the man.
But straight up, like it's me and Chalet were like with the full setup. It's ill.
That's dope. That fucking Nori. Fucking everybody now knows him from Drink Champs, but when I was a young man, he was a good rapper.
Straight up.
He was in a group with Capone.
In my nightstand, I have.
And then when Capone went to prison, he had a very good solo career.
I got both of their autographs, and this is how young I was when CNN came out. But I knew Nori from NORE.
Right.
I didn't really know because I was like 12 when that album came out.
You didn't know TONY, Vaden Y, Killer
No, but I was 12 when NORE
Me and you, we got beef.
And you only like a year or two off. That was like the year before, but I feel you.
Yeah. So I was just like, I didn't really know about CNN like that. I would just hear it after. Like, oh, he's from CNN. I was like, oh, this guy's a news reporter? Oh, that's what's up, man. I thought he was like a little off. I thought he was a little. Like,
no, Nori was definitely off.
Yeah,
that's why I related to him, bro. When I hear his lyrics, I'm like, I understand you, bro, because my brain, I fell out of a car when I was 4 years old.
Straight. He's just scatterbrain. Yeah, he's giving you everything at once.
Dude, so he was gonna be at Vision Quest in Yonkers, and this is when I already I forgot what had happened, but I was there at my father's bodega, and I bought the album that day, and the guy's like, hey, he's gonna be here tonight. If you come back with the album, you can get it autographed. You could be one of the first people to get in.
That's fire.
So I'm like, all right. So I tell my father, he's like, yeah, go ahead and wait. But this shit, this is like, I bought the album like at 2 p.m. So then now it's like almost 8 o'clock. And this motherfucker's still not there.
They're not on time.
No,
These ain't stand-ups.
Hell no. This guy's fucking drunk. He probably had like a pint of Henny by then. And I remember my pop, he gets out the bodega and he comes, and I'm standing with my cousin. And he goes like, yo, listen, we got to go home. And I'm 12 years old trying to convince him to let me stay out after dark. And he just looks around and just sees nothing but Nori fans. And he goes like, nah. And dude, I remember just sitting there, just tearing up, like, come on, brother, just Nori. and then for the rest of the night, my cousin's making fun of me because he's like, yo, your father does not respect you. He's like, he saw you
crying over another grown man.
You were crying over a
man.
I just started pulling in all the like, yo, he's Latino. Like, come on.
I'm like, Papa, he's Puerto Rican.
Yeah,
He's like, that's not making it better.
Nah. I will say though, I was happy to see that it's one of the few times kids got reconnected with him because that TikTok thing, the trend of things going wrong, the oh no, that's from Capone's album, his solo.
Yeah.
So I just thought it was dope that that went,
Oh no,
that whole
you were
trend
talking about the Nori oh no,
that
was
oh no, that whole thing.
That's a Capone song.
Oh no. That one?
No. The one he's doing.
Oh no.
That was like a viral trend.
Yes.
But that's from Capone's solo album. So it was just dope to see him get love like 20 years later.
Yeah.
The song not called "Don't Know" either, right?
He ended up
I don't remember because it's a sample or something. But
he ended up going back to prison too. Poor guy.
Yeah. But when I pulled in, this was cool, right? I'm happy I cried and I convinced him and lost a little respect.
Bro, you
for him.
admit to crying at the weirdest times.
At 12 years old, I'm sorry.
Hey, you're allowed to cry.
Over Noriega?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
N-words on the run eating? Come on.
I'm okay with that one. Yeah.
Tell everybody where they can find
Wait, hold on. So I'm standing in line, like I finally get in, right? And fucking, I just see this bald head dude come in, looks like a Ninja Turtle. And it's fucking Jadakiss. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, so now I'm
like,
extra hot. Yeah. Yeah, he started coughing
He's
and
like,
shit.
You were the one who was crying outside, you bitch.
You the bubbly nose motherfucker.
Yo, you crying to your
Bubbly
father.
nose
Why
bitch.
even bother?
He's like, you're not a man. But, and then, I passed, I see a guy there. This is how little I know.
Did you cry when you saw Jadakiss too?
Yeah. You mean the world to me.
Oh my God, your bars are so crazy.
He's like, kiss your ass goodbye. Kiss my ass. But, so I see a guy next to Noriega signing the thing. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? And why is he signing it? And then when he hands me back the thing and I see Capone, I was like, oh, that's you. I had no idea. Like, I just heard his name. I had no idea what he looked like.
Right.
But why he signed it, I'm like, why is he touching my album cover? Who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah.
And then that's when I found out. And that's when I started listening to CNN.
Yeah.
After that, because I'm like, I got to know who this guy is. And then when I was like 16, I was got into the life of crime heavy. I just met mad people that was locked up with Capone.
Yeah.
And everybody had
Yeah.
a Capone story.
Yeah.
Yo, I've heard nothing but love about homie.
Good
Real
respect. He had
talk.
a lot of respect. I'll just not always remember. No, I'm just listening to Noriega one day. I'm just out of nowhere. One of his songs, he just goes, "Fuck Cam Reeves." Fuck Honda Accords.
Bro,
I'm like, what the fuck is that?
He got the like third grade level quotables. Bro.
Yo.
I wish I was.
But that shit will stick in your head. Sometimes I'll just be walking around and I'll go, fuck Cam Reese.
Dope.
Fuck
Hennessy
Honda
straight
Accords.
with tomato juice.
Yeah, Hennessy straight
That'll
with it.
never
There's
leave
only
me.
2 ways. Out of the hood, one's paid. Out of the chronic, like crazy to the brain.
Yeah.
Say no is no can't do. Other drinking haterade, straight to my flow. I'm like, what are you talking about, Nori? But I understand you and it's real.
Real talk.
He was hitting that shit.
Yeah, follow me on Instagram, Geo Perez 86. Watch Ordinary People, the Ordinary People Show on YouTube. Check that out. It's still out there. All episodes are out. A bunch of great comics on that. And subscribe, share the podcast to your friends. And yeah, bro.
Ditto. I'm the same thing. Jorge, you good? All right, let's wrap it up. Thank you, everybody. You got.
You wanna?